The Omukama of Tooro, Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru IV, is calling for greater support for wildlife conservation. The call came as he visited Bwindi Impenetrable National Park, accompanied by a delegation from the Tooro Kingdom and officials from the Uganda Wildlife Authority to track gorillas. During the visit, the Omukama explored the park's rich flora and fauna, enjoying an hour of direct interaction with the gorilla species.
So when they see the sticks, they memorize, they either shy away or charge at us.
Impressed by UA's conservation efforts at Bwindi, the Omukama condemned human activities that were impacting conservation areas, labeling such actions as greedy.
Sometimes we are too greedy. As a human race, we are too greedy that we actually encroach on these parks, and that puts so much pressure on the wildlife that we actually don't know about. So we do it out of ignorance, and when we do things out of ignorance, then that means you have not learned anything at all. That you have not been educated upon what is in these parks, not just Bwindi.
Uganda's national parks and wildlife reserves play a vital role as wildlife corridors, linking various ecosystems and facilitating animal movement between habitats. However, these corridors have faced challenges, prompting King Oyo to advocate for their restoration to strengthen tourism.
The corridors that remain, we should protect those corridors, because if we wipe out those corridors, the animals will not be able to move from one park to another park. If you look at Serengeti National Park in Tanzania and Masai Mara, the two governments aligned those parks together because they border one another. So now you have an annual migration of about 1.2 million wildebeests that move annually from Masai Mara to Serengeti, and then from Serengeti back to Masai Mara. So that boosts the tourism.
The Uganda Wildlife Authority acknowledged that the encroachment of settlement in some national parks has contributed to these issues, but expressed a strong commitment to reviving these corridors.
We have an increasing population, and so there is a lot of population pressure around these protected areas. And so, therefore, one of the activities that as Uganda Wildlife Authority must do, that we are already working on in our annual operation plan and strategic plan, is to make sure we restore the degraded areas. But we are also going to create corridors. For example, Bwindi going down to Ijjo, so that we can also have that frontier opened up for tourism, and through that we are creating more tourism products and services. That means more revenue, more employment creation, and then we can support and work together as government to achieve the vision of government to transform Ugandans from a peasant community to an emancipated economics group where people can have money so that they can be involved in the money economy.
Bwindi Impenetrable National Park is one of the few strongholds left for mountain gorillas after the Mugahinga Gorilla National Park and the Virungas bordering Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. David Ijjo, NTV at Bwindi Impenetrable National Park.